my way. Darren Caldwell.
Bubba, what are we looking at here?
On Rella's match, we're gonna watch this sophomore tear up this other sophomore because Dave Rella's probably one of the strongest guys I've ever touched in my life.
Good performance tonight. Do you feel like you're tuned up now to go to the Big Tens?
Yeah, I got yeah. That match is over. That match is over, guys. Yeah, I'm tuned up to go. I mean, we got a couple things I got to work on. Come on, Rella. Well.
He barely got out of that. I mean, he had his arm pinned back.
Yeah. Well, Bubba predicted it right there. I mean, he was calling for, he said he was strong. He was calling for a dominating performance, and you saw it on the TV.
He just bulldogs him over, what he usually does to me in practice, so I wasn't surprised.
I was just going to ask you about the wrestling room. I'm sure you guys meet up from time to time.
Oh, yeah. When I get done getting beat up on by Coach Hughes or somebody like that, I usually try to get an actual wrestler instead of a coach. And Rella's probably one of the guys I need to be getting because he's strong and he stays in good position a bunch of times. That the least times that he shoots, he's always in good position. So, you know, he's the type of guy that I'll be wrestling, kind of like the Palmers and Torellas. So Rella's definitely a guy. Whoa, he's going to do it again. Nice.
You hear Bubba mention Trella and Palmer. We talk about the 149-pound weight class being stacked. Those are two stocky, strong guys like Rella. So by training with Rella, you think that simulates competing against Palmer and Trella and the other stocky?
Definitely it's a lot better actually wrestling with Rella. One, because he knows a lot of my moves. So you know, I gotta definitely get my creative juices going when I'm on my feet against him. And he's definitely stronger than Palmer and Trella. And I mean, giving them all the credit, they're probably the strongest 49-pounders in the weight class. But Rella, he's just ridiculously strong. So wrestling him definitely helps and simulates what I'm going to be going against coming up Big Tens and Nationals.
So Bubba, you think Palmer and Trella are stronger than Metcalf? How do you feel? How do they compare? What makes Metcalf a strong competitor?
Well, he's strong mentally. I mean, he's strong mentally, and he just keeps going. You know, he's got that I don't know what it is, that oxygen that just doesn't run out. I mean, if he was a car, he would never have to go to the gas station. But I mean, I wrestled Palmer and he beat me, and then I came back and revenged my loss. So I mean, he's pretty strong in his weight. I mean, he took third last year, and you know, Trella was in the finals. I mean, those two guys are just two tough guys. The only thing about it is just, you know, Metcalf just keeps going. I mean, those two are definitely the strongest guys in the weight, but Metcalf just keeps going. You got to be ready to battle with Metcalf. With those two, you just got to be able to, you know, out slick, get off bottom, stuff like that with, you know, Palmer and Trella. But with Metcalf, I mean, you can out slick him, but he's, you know, you'll get your two, and he's right back on his feet for one. I mean, I was beating him 6-1, and he came back on me and pinned me. But, I mean, you just got to be ready to fight. I felt like, you know, I was dying out there.
Well, we haven't seen a pin or a fall yet, but we have seen a ton of scoring.
A lot of scoring, a lot of close calls, a lot of exciting bouts tonight. You know, Bubba, you got the toughest weight class in the country. You talked about some really, we'll come back to the conversation. We're looking at a nice single leg by Rella. He gets the angle. Classic textbook single leg. Gets the leg up, back sweeps him. Really good technique by Dave Rella.
Bubba, good luck, my friend, in the upcoming Big Tens. I know you feel real good. I know there's a lot of work, and hey, a rest involved too. Yeah. And really, good luck to you in the month of March.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for giving me the time to get up here and speak. Actually, I like talking, so this is great for me.
That's fine. You know, after it's all done, you can come over here and join us, man. So,
all right, buddy.
All right, take care.
Thanks
Bubba Jenkins, who was impressive tonight in his final tune-up before the Big Tens, which will be at the Williams Arena in Minneapolis coming up in March 7th and 8th, and then the National Championships a couple of weeks after that. But Rella has been dominant so far in this.
He sure has. Boy, Bubba's got the charisma. With Phil Davis graduating this year, Bubba's going to need to step it up and be that entertaining man in Rec Hall that lights up the crowd with the big moves and the dynamite explosive moves.
Okay, set.
I'm from Ohio, and Walsh Jesuit and St. Ed's, when they meet in Cleveland, it's big.
Oh, it's huge. Northeast Ohio wrestling is very tough, but hey, not as tough as Central PA.
I agree.
You know, we got some great wrestling going on here, and it's really improved a lot in the past decade. The kids keep getting more motivated, more committed. You know, checking out the District 6 competition today, it was just fierce. I mean, there's so many close, tough matches. Wrestling just keeps getting better and better. And Pennsylvania is the most powerful wrestling state in the country. I mean, there's more All-Americans from Pennsylvania high schools every year at the NCAA tournament. than there is for any other state.
You and I were talking earlier about Florida and football, 350 Division I recruits, but in wrestling last year at the national championships, it was basically a Pennsylvania invitation for the most part.
Sure was. I mean, the Pennsylvania high school wrestlers are very well prepared. You'd like to think that they'd all stay at Penn State. Unfortunately, Penn State hasn't been able to keep all the best ones. They've kind of scattered about the country, and there's some of them go to the EWL schools as well. But for all the different schools they compete for, they do extremely well.
Now, Rella's been impressive tonight. He's 12-12. Again, you talk about a loaded weight class in the middle type of weights like this at 165. The Big Ten is especially deep at 165. That may be a reason why he's 12-12. But again, this guy's got a ceiling he hasn't approached yet. I mean, he's looking really impressive tonight. But this is a guy that could be huge for Penn State here in 2 weeks when they go to Minneapolis.
They'd love to see that. You know, they are disappointed in his average performance so far this year, and I don't use average loosely. I mean, that's his record. It's about a 500 record. They expected big things coming out. You've alluded to Walsh Jesuit. He was trained in high school by Penn State grad Clint Musser. Clint was an assistant coach at Walsh Jesuit. Rella was well-trained, dominant high school wrestler, and he hasn't really fulfilled his potential yet at Penn State. Him and Irwin, they had high hopes for both those guys. They really expected them to be high-placing All-Americans this season and even in the NCAA championship hunt. But they haven't quite got over that hump yet.
Well, I think part of that, they're both Ohio guys. You've got the other guy you mentioned from Urbana, Ohio. I just don't think, Ohio's just not that deep. And I think maybe it takes a while for these guys to kind of come on a little bit. You know, they didn't see the high school competition or have to be razor sharp for 3 or 4 years. There's just not that kind of competition there.
Well, let's take a look at Rella here, scrapping and scrambling. He's got his opponent extended. Gets a nice go-behind takedown. He's pretty much broken his opponent mentally a little bit there. 12-2. We'll see if Derek Caldwell can survive here. He's from District 6 area in Kerwinsville AA, and he's staying solid. He's not letting Rella crush him. Rella was looking for big points here. I mean, he almost pinned him in the first 30 seconds, but Caldwell surviving so far.
Again, Rella in total control, 12-2, as you can see. Still to come at 197, you're going to see Phil Davis.
It's work here.
Ranked number 3 in the country at 197, but there are many who think that he is the best in the country, and he'll have to prove it in the month of March. It's in his control.
Yeah, Phil's unique. I mean, he's really tough on top. He's got to control the positions in his matches at the NCAAs. If he ends up making a takedown battle, it could be tough. Not that he couldn't win it, but his best, he's got to find a way to get on top and ride, and ideally get a set of back points. If he gets a set of back points, the likelihood of him winning that match is very high, if that's where he needs to be. But he's been scouted, and the defending NCAA champion, Josh Glenn, is still back that way. And there's a few other guys. He got beat by Northwestern in the dual meet season this year. So there's a couple guys. Phil's got the best chance of any Penn State wrestler, but he's going to need to really perform well in the close matches.
You're yelling one more off that Penn State bench.
Well, they want to get a 15-point win. If you win by 15 or more, you get an extra team point. Plus, they want Rella to push himself. This is a training tool for them. Let's pretend it was tied right now. 30 seconds to go. You need a winning takedown. They want him to push himself. And against Caldwell from Lockhaven, I expect he's going to get another takedown here. He's kind of got him broken. But he's not going to be able to crumple his Big Ten opponents like that. Caldwell needs to stay solid. He needs to grab hold.
Stay in here.
He's getting a little reckless.
Nothing yet. No control here.
He's got to pull it in here. Caldwell saving face. Caldwell's kept from getting dominated, embarrassed. I use dominated loosely. He didn't get beat by a technical fall. Rella did not show overwhelming technical dominance, although he came close.
The horn sounds, and Rella wins it by a score of 18-6. Penn State in total control.